Action Sports Jack's Friday Night Blitz, sponsored by Whataburger, just like you like it.
What are we doing there? That is the #1 team in the state. I guess you can wear that kind of stuff coming out. Not the football players.
Joe Namath style, right? The #1 team in the state according to the rankings coming in, but this matters much more. Do you win your games? Do you keep advancing? Do you keep your season alive? I'm Stuart Weber here with Brent Martineau for a playoff blitz.
Time of year to bust out the brackets on the Friday Night Blitz. And by the way, if Nice could win, they'd face either Oakley or Mandarin. So we try to peek ahead a little bit at some of these second-round matchups.
We do. The coaches don't.
They can't do that. You've got to win to advance and continue on playing here in November. Let's check out our Game of the Week.
The Game of the Week, sponsored by Whataburger.
And it's beachside at Ponte Vedra. We'll get to Nice and those other games in just a bit. A rematch from earlier in the regular season. Winner go home time this time around. Picking things up in third. Sharks up 3 when Drew Price fires a short dart to Dammit Doherty for the touchdown. Sharks go up 10. Still in the third. Ponte Vedra back in the red zone. Cam Teetsy hauls in a catch off the tip drill pass. Sharks firmly in control at this point and looking good. Barracudas aren't done biting just yet. Eddie Jordan leads beachside down the field. Caps a drive. And that's a touchdown to Maddox Hunstead. He had a game earlier this year. He had a handful of touchdown catches. That didn't last long, though. Brian Case takes the handoff, and look at him weave through traffic. Nice patient run, and nobody's going to catch him. The lead back up to 17. What a career that young man has had. Barracudas fail to respond on offense. Ponte Vedra keeps rolling. It's going to be Drew Price again. Connects with a wide-open Talon Babin for the touchdown. And that will do it. Ponte Vedra thrashes to a 45-21 win over Beachside in the opening round. Here's Action Sports Jack's Marcel Robinson with the leader of the Sharks.
I'm here with victorious head coach Steve Price. 45-21 in a rematch game. That was a lot closer than this. It's tough to beat a team once, but to beat them twice in this fashion, what are your thoughts, Coach?
Well, I first of all, hats off to Beachside. They had a tremendous season and great football team. It was close for a lot of the game here, and our guys really stayed focused through the whole thing, and really proud of the way they finished.
You just talked about it. This game was close at halftime. What happened to turn that short 3-point lead to that?
Well, the defensive stop to start the half was huge on that fourth down play. Defense really did a good job. Offense then converted and scored, and we did that a couple times, and just really happy for our guys, man. It's been an exciting and fun season, and we want to just keep it rolling.
With the performance that you guys had tonight, how do you bottle what happened tonight and take this next week and to keep thrashing, for lack of a better term?
Well, that's what playoff football is, right? Every week the opponent gets better and the teams get better, and you got to play your best football, and that's the way it should be. And we're excited about the opportunity to be there.
Well, you guys definitely look better, and if you get any better, it's going to be scary. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you so much.
Middleburg with a daunting playoff opener. Niceville is the top seed in the region in Class 5A. It was 14-0 Niceville when the Berg gets things going a bit. Travis Pinkard rips off a 38-yard run down to the 13-yard line. Niceville's John Bocchino ran him down, but hey, not for long, because a few plays later, the Bronx on the board. Pinkard crashed it in, 3-yard touchdown plunge, 14-7 Niceville at that point. Not too many good moments after that for Middleburg. But I'll tell you what, heck of a season. Remember, they got off to that fantastic start, best start since the late 80s. Congrats to those guys and Coach Wolf. But Niceville does get a big win, 49-7.
Stay in Region 1 of 5A, Fleming Island, all the way out at Mosley in the Panhandle, coming in at 7-3. And how about Sebastian Broughton? We've been watching Worm make plays like that his entire career. Big run for number 0. Very next play, Broughton pulls it back, takes off to the near side, and in. 7-0 Golden Eagles. Let's go to the third quarter. Eagles' first drive after the break. Demir Jackson takes it and takes it in. Makes it 14-7 Fleming Island. Game will be tied up at 14 when Broughton strikes again. This time around the left side he goes, and he puts it in the fifth gear. He's gone. How about a 63-yard touchdown run? Makes it 21-14 Golden Eagles. It's an upset for Fleming Island over Mosley. They are moving on. All right, how about we head into the jungle? We got no fun in games. We just got Nice taking on Tate under the lights. First quarter, Panthers draw first blood. It's KJ Perry plowing his way in from a yard out. Nice strikes first on the first offensive possession of the game. Home team's up 7-0. Next possession, Nate Harry. He's going up top to Maddox Spencer. Gosh, Spencer's so good this season. Hall's in the pass to get the Panthers deep into Aggie territory. Next play, it worked the first time. Why not run it back? Harry to Spencer. Again, this time in the end zone. Doubles the lead 14-0 early. On to the second quarter. Tate would score a touchdown, but Nice responds with a heavy dose of K.J. Perry. Plows his way into the end zone. That gives Nice a 21-7 lead. They go on to win and win big 42-14. So they face the winner of Oakleaf and Mandarin at the Corral in regional quarterfinal action. This game scoreless in the first quarter, so we skip to the first play of the second. And how about this to open up the second? 19-yard touchdown pass to Carlos Witherup gets the Knights on the board, 7-0. Mustangs rally. They respond behind their freshman Knox Annis. Can't find an open man, so calls his own number, runs it in. That ties the game up at 7 apiece. Oakleaf unable to respond to that particular play, but the Mustangs, they drive. Dion Winstead crossing the paint on 4th and 2 from the goal line. Mandarin riding high 14-7 just before the half, but well, there's still time on the clock, so don't count out Oakleaf. Here they come, quick, right down the field, and it's topped off by Jordan Price with the touchdown for the Knights. All tied up again. Both teams 14 on the scoreboard as they head to the break. And this is where the kicker may just be the most crucial player on the team. This is Andrew McDade. He's going to nail a field goal for the for the Knights. Mustangs late in the game would drive all the way down the field, have a chance to tie it, but their kick is no good. And Oakleaf upsets the defending state runner-ups from 1 year ago, Mandarin. The Knights get the better of the district championship game from a few weeks ago. It is Oakleaf that wins over Mandarin. Let's go ahead and hear from Olivia Tashley. She had a chance to catch up with Christopher Foy after the win.
Olivia Tashley here with head coach Christopher Foy. And coach,
what a game.
You made me nervous tonight.
Hey, you know what? That was the whole game. I was nervous the whole game. When you play a team like this, I mean, man, hey, how fortunate are we? You know, to even be in a situation like this and watch our kids compete like that. I mean, what an unbelievable night.
And you're taking the Oakleaf Knights in your second year to the next round of the playoffs. I mean, how good does that feel to you?
It feels great. But we got to get over it quick now. I mean, hey, Nice is good. Nice is good. But hey, you know, it's a tremendous program. You know, it shows the quality of football in our city. It does. It shows the quality of football. And, you know, like tonight and what's going to happen, I mean, next week, it's going to be great. It's going to be great.
Tonight really showed how important all three phases were. I mean, you showed special teams, your defense on that 4th and 1 stop at the goal line, and your offense driving downfield to get that field goal. I mean, how proud are you of these kids to really play that complementary football? And
hey, we had guys who hadn't played a whole lot contributed huge tonight, and that is a you know, just a comment to, you know, for our strength program and the character of our kids and our team. I mean, because, you know, a lot of times kids will check out around this time of year, and those kids, they stayed hungry and they stayed available, and they knew sooner or later the time was coming. When they came, they stepped up big for us. They're the reason why we won tonight.
And now you go on to the next round.
Now we go to the next round.
Coach, congratulations. We hope to see you go to the next round, right?
Hey, I got to get past this one first, though.
Yeah. Focus on that, Coach.
Yes,
appreciate it. Go enjoy the win.
Thank
you have 2 hours, right?
Yes, man. That's all I got. That's all I got.
Enjoy,
Yes,
Coach.
ma'am.
That'll do it for me at Mandarin High School, guys. Let's send it back to you.
Columbia at St. Augustine. Yellow Jackets already in control in the second half and looking for more. Lachlan Hewlett and the Yellow Jackets going deep. Now watch this. What a catch by Samorian Wingo. He's starting to get a lot of good offers, by the way. Tigers, however, keep them out of the end zone. Speaking of Tigers, Jerome Horn. With all sorts of space right up the middle. Looks like he might go, but Daryl Jenkins pulls him down. Everybody's saving touchdowns here. They would fail to score. Later in the game, there's an interception by Micah Combs-Turner of Columbia. Instead, you get to see the back of that official. Trust us, he got that. In the end, well, it was 28-0 when we got there. It was 28-0 when we finished. But Brian Braddock was talking about a good win for the Jackets. They're moving on.
Great. Really thrilled to advance. At this point in time, you know, to win a 28-0 playoff game, you got to be thrilled. You know, I'm sure a lot of our kids wish we'd maybe played a little better in the second half, but that's you know what, we won 28-0. We're moving on. We get another week together, so I'm thrilled about that. To get a shutout in the playoffs is a great accomplishment, so really happy for those guys. Had a couple of times where they got the ball down inside the 10, and we were able to keep them out of the end zone. And outside of that, had a great night.
Coming in here, man. Hey, first round of playoffs, you know we're coming out with a dub, man. Second round on the top.
Coming out with a dub. All right, some confidence. Love it from Ed White, playing host to Pine Forest for a regional quarterfinals. And Pine Forest jumps out to a 13-0 lead in this one, but that's when Ed White starts to get it going. King Boylston, that throw, it's a beauty of a catch by Landon Francis, laid out for that one. Couple plays later, Boylston going to find his way into the end zone. Commanders are on the board, and it is a one-score game as they get a score there in the second quarter. Ed White playing some defense as well. Pine Forest QB rolling right. But don't throw it near Ja'Quari Parks because, well, that's going to happen. Parks likes picks, including that one. Commanders come from behind. They win 26-13. That means they head to St. Augustine for the next round. All right, how about in the Panhandle, Escambia playing host to the Riverside Generals. And this is Escambia taking an early lead with a QB keeper. But Riverside would answer, and they answer with Miles Kendrick. Takes the handoff and takes off on the far side. And there he goes. You're not going to catch Miles Kendrick as he is off to the races. Long touchdown run for Riverside. Escambia would score again, so it's back in the Generals' court. And now watch this. A beautiful throw from Glenn Foreman. How about Tayshawn Kelsey? We've seen him do this plenty of times. The Gator commit. You see the sticker on the back of the helmet. That goes for 6. Game ended tied at 21. They go to overtime. Escambia wins it 29-28 in overtime. Riverside season comes to a close.
Well, we turn back the clock to the last time the Rains Vikings went undefeated in the regular season. The year was 1997, and this is what the video looked like, kids. As you can see, the year ended with a trophy as Wilton Coffey-led Vikings beat Glade Central for the state championship back in 1997. By the way, that was the only Duval County state championship for decades around here until recently.
All right, so Bay High at a Panama City Beach playing a visit to the Graveyard. Tornadoes would get the ball first in this one. Vikings defense certainly does its job to get the stop. Micah Merritt into the backfield. He gets the sack for the home team. Early 3rd and long for the home team. That's Rains. But no problem, says Zion Butler. Look at him get the foot inbounds. Picks up the first down on a long pass there from TJ Cole. So red zones now for the Vikings. Cole going to do well to corral that wild snap. He follows his blockers and into the end zone for the game's first score. After another stop by the defense, Cole with a little bit of time. So he just hits the running back on the short pass, and Tadarius Washington has tons of green grass all in front of him. Just walks it in. Vikings moving on, 53-14, the win.
All right, so here's what's next, right? Wakulla up next as they beat Menendez 28-14. So we keep an eye on Rains. They could be a team that really could make a run toward a state championship. They stay undefeated. Now we go over to Bishop Kenny. Pick this one up in the second quarter. Crusaders up 14-7. I'll tell you what, BK might be finding something here at the right time. Derek Heidemann threw 6 touchdown passes. This was his 3rd of the night to J.P. Donovan. Extends the lead to 21-7 a few minutes before the half. They got behind 7-0 in this game, believe it or not. And then, well, the rest was BK. Look at this beautiful throw and a nice catch. Ends up in the end zone. Weideman finds Peyton Burnett, and he's counting for you. That's his 3rd touchdown of the night. Second half, more of the same. Weideman back to Donovan. Another one, 42-7 at the time. Baker County scored late a couple times, but Kenny wins it 42-21. How about this first playoff win in a decade for BK? Tim Krause doing a heck of a job this year.
No, I think it's a huge step for our program. It's a huge step for our kids. The last 3 years we've struggled in this round of the playoffs and to kind of sustain momentum through the end of the year. And, really happy that we were able to do it tonight. I thought we played really well in all of our phases. just incredibly proud of this group, and it's a group that I love coaching and want to continue to be with them as long as possibly can.
Talk to me about Peyton Burnett. 3 touchdowns for the young receiver. I mean, what's it like to be able to have a guy like that on the outside to be able to throw the ball to in the red zone?
Yeah, he's playing his best football. I think the last couple of weeks he's really come on strong. Missed a game with injury, and then kind of since he's come back, he's been on fire. And obviously we've got some other really good ones, and so to be able to have a guy outside that can win one-on-one matchups and make plays like he did tonight is huge to allow us to run the football better and allow us to throw at some other guys as well too. So huge game for him.
Impact at UC. This game very one-sided in the regular season. UC rolling over Impact, but the Lions put up more of a fight this time around, including scoring in the first. Still, it's UC that advances with a win at home, 33-12. Hey, we're not done yet. A lot more action for the postseason still on the way. We've got a whole list of games still to come. First home playoff game ever for Creekside, up against a state power. Could the Knights pull an upset? Find out coming up next.
We're Impact Lions, and you're watching Friday Night Blitz. Okay.
Burgers or breakfast, you can get it all at Whataburger. Try something new on the menu or an all-time favorite like the Whataburger Patty Melt. And now you can have breakfast here at Whataburger 12 hours a day, 11 p.m. until 11 a.m. Menu items like the bacon taquito, sausage taquito, honey butter chicken biscuit. Whether you work the late night shift, just want a snack early in the morning to get your day started, or a little pick-me-up late in the morning, 12 hours a day, breakfast served, 11 p.m. until 11 a.m. A dozen locations in Jacksonville. You can order pickup or delivery and download the Whataburger app. New rewards members get free Whataburger items when placing their first online order. Just download the app. And for us coffee drinkers, Whataburger has all new hot coffee and iced coffee too. Satisfy that coffee craving at Whataburger 24/7, and it comes in a variety of flavors. Burgers, breakfast, coffee, and so much more. Whataburger, just like you like it.
This is Action Sports Jack's Friday Night Blitz, sponsored by Whataburger, just like you like it.
Oh, I love French fries. Oh, cheese on that. Keep you warm on a Friday night. Shout out to Tom's Cheese and Fries.
Freddie there dishing out the good stuff right there.
Oh, it looks good.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Blitz, everybody. And we've got a playoff edition of the Blitz. Brent Martineau along with Stuart Weber. It's survive and advance time around the area. And at Creekside High School, there's a big game tonight. Seminole playing Creekside. First home playoff game in history for the Knights. Defense coming to play early. Danny Approbato able to poke the ball loose from the QB. Nolan Nelson falls on it for Creekside, and they got the ball. That leads to Harrison Garrido. What a nice career he's had. Just bounces off a guy at the goal line, gets in for 6, and an early Knights lead. After the Knowles, even the score at 7. Sean Aschenfelder, speaking of good careers, connects with Caleb Taylor-Birch. Big pickup, nice dive and catch back to the ground. And Garrido showing off the speed this time. Oh, got through traffic and see you later. Another touchdown. This went back and forth the whole way. Creekside got within 3 late, but they just couldn't stop Seminole. 38-28 is the final. Nice season for the Knights.
Well, the most dominant high school team of the 90s and 2000s, hoping to add a 12th football to the board here in 2024 for another state championship. Certainly helped to have playmakers like Naeem Burrows on the roster. He already had 1 long touchdown in the game. Makes this score from Ethan Drum look simply pedestrian. Just says, that
was easy.
Old hat. Next drive, more highlight reel material from number 3. Drum with time to throw, finds him on the sideline. Burrows just shedding would-be tacklers left and right. Gets it all the way down to the 11. Very next play, they go to the ground game, hand it off to Tyrone Neal. Neal just goes up the middle and dives for the goal line. He's in. Touchdown Bulls, 21-0, still in the first quarter. So they were in command.
Welcome to the early rounds of the playoffs for Bulls.
Yeah, that will happen. Second quarter wasn't too much different, by the way. Start with Drum to Burrows. Big pickup, sets up the home team. What do once they get down to the 11-yard line? They go to the ground game. Emmett Grisbin doing some work here and surges into the end zone. Never a doubt in this one. 49-0. I had a feeling the Bulldogs were going to win this one. They do. Bulldogs beat the Taylor County Bulldogs.
By the way,
49.
Bulls hadn't played in a couple weeks. They look pretty good. They weren't rusty.
Pretty good there.
Refreshed. Fernandina Beach and Frostproof meeting in the Villages for the SSAA Atlantic Championship. First half action, Pirates Beckham Moreau. He's on the run near side, gets inside the 10-yard line. It would set up first and goal, but they would go backwards from there and wouldn't score. One-score game at halftime, but out of the gates in the second half, Frostproof returns the kickoff for the touchdown, and they just kept adding periodic scores. The Frostproof Bulldogs win the SSAA Atlantic Championship over Fernandina Beach, 27-8. Two more SSAA title games on Saturday, 1 o'clock. St. Joseph Flashes will take on Jupiter Christian in the 5A final. You can listen to the Brent and Austin show today. Go back on YouTube if you want a preview of that one. We had Coach on the show. And then at 7 p.m., Florida School for the Deaf and Blind take on Hernando Christian. So good luck to both local teams.
Let's reset a little bit on the show. Some of the big results we've already brought you tonight. Oakleaf upsets Mandarin 17-14. They will head to Nice in the next round. We knew that second round game was going to be good. Sorry, Tate, we were overlooking you the whole time. That's okay.
Well, Nice didn't.
Ponte Vedra will have to go on the road now to Niceville, who beats Middleburg.
Always tough.
Fleming Island, we've heard, is leading late against Mosley, so we'll catch you updated on that one all the way out in the Panhandle, so the timing's a little off. And then Ed White at St. Augustine will be a fun game as well. Rains will be home next week. Bishop Kenny likely on the road if they got to go to Godby. I don't know who won.
I think Godby won on like a last play of the game.
Well, then a road trip for Bishop Kenny. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to more games from around the state. How about a battle of the Panthers? Newberry taking on Palatka. Second quarter, Newberry is up by 7. Dunmore loads, fires deep to Hayden Moore. He's got the defender beat, takes it into the end zone for the score. That's his 11th touchdown of the season, and Newberry was up 14-0. They tried to keep the pressure going, looking for a target. But how about an interception for the Palatka Panthers? Noah Harvey with the pick, and that's a nice play, but not a nice score. They fall 24-7. Your final score as Newberry is moving on. That sets up a scintillating rematch with Bradford in the next round. They beat Bradford in the regular season.
Very good. Rural bracket, third-ranked Union County Tigers hosting Holmes County. First drive of the game, sophomore Drew Simmons gets it and into the end zone. Tigers get the 2-point conversion, up 8-0 early on. Union County's offense keeps the pressure up. Trenton Klein throws. Gavin Jenkins takes it to the house. That's a 50-yarder. Union County takes a 14-zip lead, and they go on to win it 42-20.
Another one in the rural bracket. Jay coming off their best regular season in decades, but tough first-round matchup with Fort White. Scoreless in the second, and Jaden Jackson will find Gavin Peterson. Keaton Payne makes the tackle there, but that's a 42-yard gain and sets up this. LaCosta Bird, he'll power it in for the score. 6-0 Indians at that point. Let's go to the final score because this number is just fun. 23-2, your final score. It was 9-2 at the half, but it's Fort White who is moving on.
Hey, we got more to come on the Blitz, including the play of the week. We'll put a bow on this show when we return on the Action Sports Shacks 24/7 network.
We're the Providence Stallions, and you're watching the Friday Night Blitz. Yeah, baby!
Get local sports on demand with Action Sports Shacks 24/7. All sports, all local, all the time. From the locker room to the field, the Jacks, high school football, the Jacksonville Armada, and don't forget the Brent and Austin Show. They're all in on Trevor. Of course. Download the Action News Jacks Now app, available wherever you stream or at actionnewsjacks.com. TV, phone, laptop, desktop. Action Sports Jacks 24/7. Jacksonville sports all the time.
This is Action Sports Jacks Friday Night Blitz, sponsored by Whataburger, just like you like it.
So I went to a small private school, and literally less than a mile down the road was a 5A public school, Franklin High School, and it was a huge rivalry. It came down to, like, I threw a deep, probably a 70, 60-yard touchdown pass to one of my best friends, Jordan Smith. He caught a go ball down the sideline for 70 yards. It was awesome.
The plays so well. It's like probably it was 76 yards. He knew it, man. You don't forget him.
That was from the exact game, by the way.
That's awesome.
I tried to find the video. I can only find the picture.
That's a pretty good find. That is the backup quarterback Sunday against Detroit because Mac Jones will be quarterbacking. Trevor Lawrence, by the way, out. Tank Bigsby out. Sunday will be up in Detroit with the team.
The Smart Play of the Week is brought to you by the FSCJ Manta Rays.
All right, we got Brian Case on the case. Ponte Vedra running back with a long touchdown run, just outracing the Cuda's defense. That is your smart play of the week, Ponte Vedra. Moving on, they will head to the road to Knightsville.
You know, they don't have a
in the
5
next
stars. They're like Nice. They don't have 5 stars or maybe even 4 stars. They got solid football players. That's a good football team that's going to make a run here.
Got an update for you. Fleming Island wins by 7.
Great win.
At Mosley.
Great win.
The Golden Eagles are moving on. Coach Chip, what a job he has done.
They've been hot.
They have been hot this year, so we will certainly get you some highlights from that at 11:15 on CBS 47. We're turning that around for you. And then University Christian, you mentioned. Yeah, I think we got just about everything on the board here.
All right, we'll update what we haven't
updated. Georgia scores as well. Brunswick as well as Ware County moving on.
All right, that will do it here on a Friday for now. Again, if you're watching on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network, which you must be, if you're listening right now live, 11:15 on CBS 47. And then Fox 30 a little bit later.
Yeah,
if you
that's
missed
right.
any. Let's leave you with the Creekside Band. The Knights have a nice season. Congrats to Sean McIntyre and company. And shout out to the band.
Be sure to show your support by visiting Sonny's for some excellent barbecue. They bring some dramatic equipment to your homes and your
Thanks for watching Action Sports Jacks Friday Night Blitz, sponsored by Whataburger, just like you like it.
Action Sports Jacks Primetime, Saturday at 10:30 on Fox 30.